What is complaining? Complaining is saying something more than once without trying to find a solution or asking for prayer. And that means we're not going to ask for prayer over and over again. So if we've got something to say to our husbands or to our kids, we say it one time. If we say it again, we need to be trying to figure out what the solution to it. I do teach on that, but I'm not going to go into that today. I just want to cover these three things so we can be clear and conscious of what are we complaining about. Capture it on a notepad if you have to and write it down so you can remember what you're complaining about. Number two, the second thing that's nagging is criticizing. And we do this particularly to our husbands. I'm not talking about training our children. We do have to correct them, but there's a way difference between correcting our children and correcting our husbands. We honor our husbands as the men that God gave us to marry and the men that we're supposed to honor and respect. Now, criticism doesn't mean we don't need to say sometimes when something really concerns us, such as if your husband has a health issue. I know my husband's had some knee problems lately, and I've had to ask, what are you doing about your knee issue, and when do you plan to do something else about it? And when I ask without a critical spirit in my mind, he'll answer me. But then I have to let it go and pray about it. Criticizing can really destroy your marriage when you're trying to talk and you start to cut somebody down. It's like taking your fingernails and just shredding them to pieces when you criticize. And who wants to be around a person that criticizes them all the time? Yes, he may does stuff wrong. All of us do stuff wrong. Our criticizing is wrong, as much as whatever it is we're criticizing most of the time. And so we need to stop criticizing. First one was complaining. Second one is criticizing. Third one is controlling. But, we got married and we might have thought, oh, when I get married, he's not going to do that anymore, whatever that was. Or you got, after the honeymoon, you got home and go, I can't believe he doesn't put the cap on the toothpaste and he puts that toilet paper on backwards and he leaves the seat up and I sit down and my hiney's wet. I know, I've been there. But trying to control your husband is different than talking about things and figuring out how can you manage your home life together.